What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Truck Talk, brought to you by me, inspired by my man Chili. Don't be distracted by that beautiful OBS Ford sitting right there. Try to pay attention to me. What the heck, man? I know you are all looking at that beautiful truck right there, wishing it was yours. Sorry, that's my wife's truck. Anyways, a lot of you guys have asked me to comment on Naval Special Warfare celebrating Pride Month. If you guys didn't see, they made a post on their official pages, social media pages, where they announced that they're celebrating Pride Month. Well, first of all, I'm going to give you my opinion on it, but just for fun, because first things first, I don't really freaking care what Naval Special Warfare is doing. I don't care that they're celebrating Pride Month. It doesn't make me feel any certain sort of way. Look, dude, being part of that organization is part of my story, and it was part of my life, a large part of my life, but the more time that passes and the more that I grow in Christ, the less and less I even identify with that organization. So I don't really feel any certain way about it, but I'll give you my opinion on it. When I joined the military, there was a policy in place called Don't Ask, Don't Tell. It was a great policy, right? How times have changed. Don't ask, don't tell basically meant nobody freaking cares who you decide to have sexual relations with. It has nothing to do with the mission, nothing to do with your job within the military. It adds nothing. So just keep your mouth shut about it. Like, I'm not going to ask you who you like to have sex with, and I don't want you talking to me about who you like to have sex with. That's what it meant. That conversation is not a conversation that even needs to be had within the context of serving in the U.S. military. It was a wonderful policy. But that went away while I was serving. I don't know why it did. But can we pause just a moment here and acknowledge the absolute stupidity of being proud of who you want to have sexual relationships with? Can we all just acknowledge the absolute freaking insanity, the stupidity of the idea that you are taking some sort of pride in who you choose to have sex with? Have you not considered how insane that is? If you haven't, you need to break it down in your mind and you need to think about it. That policy within the military has changed, that don't ask, don't tell. And what it really shows me is how this very small minority of people have so much control over culture and organizations like the U.S. military. It's pretty wild, man. It's pretty wild how much control we give to these very, very small groups of the population within the military or outside of the military. They're just freaking loud and belligerent, so we give them what they want. I don't know why, but that's what we've done as a culture. I didn't serve with any actual operators who were homosexual. There might be some. And guess what? Nobody freaking cares, man. As long as they're good at their job. Let me explain something to you, man. The military is the government. What did you think they were going to do? Of course, they're going to go along with the same agendas as the rest of the government. And within the military, the leadership at the highest levels are simply politicians. The guys and girls who are making these decisions to post things like we celebrate Pride Month. They're just freaking politicians, man. I could go on and on about this. And just the lunacy of being proud of who you want to have sex with. I mean, even just coming at it from a purely secular perspective, if you want to do that, and if you leave morality out of the conversation, as a homosexual, you are bucking nature. A literal design of nature, and you all know that. They all know that. And that's why they have to act like they're freaking proud of it. Because they all know the lunacy of it. Unless they've been turned over to a reprobate mind, and then they don't know. So there you go. That's my opinion on it. If I was in charge of the military, I would reinstate the don't ask, don't tell policy, and I would tell people to freaking shut their mouths about what their sexual preferences are and do their job. If you got anything out of this episode, share it with somebody. It means a lot. Helps the channel grow. Helps get the word out. Go get you a hat, get you a t-shirt. It's a huge, huge support to us here at 307 Project, and it means a lot to me that you guys are repping our gear all over the country. And it keeps freaking Chili in the dungeon. And without Chili, Truck Talk doesn't exist. Love you guys. Enough said.